It's December, and that means Ask Dash. Let's get into another one. All right, so let me get settled back in. Let's get a question fired up. Let's find a question. So this next question comes from Brisket Medic. If you don't know who Brisket Medic is, definitely go out and check out his channel. He is a real life medic, and he likes to cook brisket. I mean, Brisket Medic. Kind of like the baby back maniac. Yeah, he likes baby backs. Anyway, Brisket Medic says, hey, yo. It's actually Ayo, like A-Y-E-Y-O, but yeah, here, there. He says, hey, yo, my question for you is, why can't you grill ribs? Also, if dry brining isn't a thing, then what sodium to protein ratio makes it curing? He's just poking the bear. That's what he's doing. He's just poking the bear. You're poking the bear, sir. Poking the bear. But I will answer your questions, okay? I will answer your questions. First, you can't grill ribs, in my opinion. I don't like grilled ribs because you got me so flustered I can't even talk. Grilled ribs, the cut of meat that ribs come from is like from the rib cage, okay? That area is a tough cut because there's so much happening around the ribs that, again, this is my opinion, they are almost a muscle of locomotion, and muscles of locomotion cook and are better cooked at a lower temperature, slower and lower. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, grilled ribs are tough. Grilled ribs will tear your teeth out. Grilled ribs will do whatever it is that happens when you eat meat that's too tough. It's like eating leather, in my opinion. Now, when you slowly cook ribs, when you slowly braise ribs, and again, my opinion, we need to have a, in my opinion, counter, okay? Somebody count below how many times I've said, in my opinion. Ribs are just one of those things that turn out, in my opinion, better when they're cooked slower. Now, can you have grilled ribs and they be okay? Probably. But I'm not going to do it. I will cook ribs for 3 to 6 hours low and slow. That's just how I like to do them. Just like you might not like beans in your chili, it doesn't matter to me if beans are in a chili. Just don't call me late for chili. Thanks, Kent, for asking about the chili question. And this is a tie-in. So if you haven't seen the first episode in the 2022 Ask Dash series, go on back. I'm going to leave a video description, or I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to see that first video, because this is a tie-in, a segue, because Kent asked about beans and chili, and he also talked about, well, I think I made mention of grilling ribs in that video. So how apropos, we're talking about grilling ribs again. I knew somebody was going to come up and say something about some damn grilled ribs. Anyway, what else? It was the second part to this question. He goes on to say, if dry brining isn't a thing, then what sodium to protein ratio makes it curing? So I don't think it's a sodium to protein ratio. One is wet, one is dry. The dry is a cure. If you don't have moisture, it's a cure. Whether it's a quick cure, like overnight, or a longer cure, as if you were curing bacon or curing some sort of ham, like for a week or two. Or pastrami. You cure pastrami, right? Do you cure pastrami? I can't remember. But it's just a difference in moisture, time. A brine is simply defined by being a liquid solution with high sodium, high salt. And I don't know if it's even, oh, actually, I think I looked it up, and I've looked this up multiple times, and I do believe the cure states that it is something about a saline solution. So there's probably a lot more salt than there is sugar, or at least a high salt amount in that particular liquid. And I really, and this is not without me looking it up and kind of coming off the top of my head, so I do apologize because I'm rambling a little. A brine to me is defined with liquid and a saline solution. So, with that being said, a cure is a dry, and I won't say solution, it's a dry mixture. And whether you do a quick cure or a long cure is more or less up to you. But there is no such thing by culinary definition as a dry brine. There is no such thing by culinary definition as a dry brine. I don't even know how else to, I won't say explain it, but it's just pretty much, it's a bastardized term. It really is. Someone said, I'm going to put this, and I don't know who started the term dry brining. Who started? Who do we have to blame for this term that is it's a bastardized term. It's a bastardized term. Seriously, it is not a thing. And y'all know how passionate I am about calling something a quick cure versus calling something not a quick cure. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna step off my soapbox here, and I will rejoin you in the land of, I don't know. But thank you guys as always for watching. Thanks, Brisket Medic, for your questions. Really do appreciate them. Anyway, if you guys have a question for me, feel free to ask your question down below in the comments. And as long as you get them in quick enough, I'll be able to get them answered. And I can hopefully answer your question or questions directly in a video just like this. So thanks again as always for watching. I'll see you in the next one.